Hello, everybody. It's your old pal Vern. It's the first of the month, which means it's time for an update on pet turtles. These also kind of end up being updates on me because it's been a big month. I had a table at a toy swap meet, and I sold some toys and I sold some games. And came home with like $200 or so, which may not seem like a lot, but it's all turtle money, which rules. That was one day this month, but the rest of the month has mostly been drawing these end credit portraits. In the movie Pet Turtles, Lyle uses this notebook right here. And what I had done was, when Kev and Justin were here, I took some video of the pages of this notebook. Let's see if I can find the fake poop stain that I made. I made a fake pet turtle poop stain. I had taken some video of these pages for the end credit portraits. I'd been using that gross like fake paper that I made in Photoshop as like sample purposes. But I wanted to get some imagery like of the notebook, the Ryan Gosling film, and I got that footage, but it was not fun to color grade, and it wasn't feeling right. But also, while Kevin and Justin were here, we bought this big paper. So this is the big paper. There's some spoiler stuff on this, so I'm being careful on how I'm folding this, because it's got spoiler stuff for a comedy special that Kev and Justin and I have been filming off and on for the last couple of years, and it's very funny. One of the things in it is like the funniest thing we've ever done. Speaking of Kevin and Justin, we've been recording some funny episodes of our podcast together. If you want to listen to three idiots talk about movies for babies, it's a fun time. I ended up taking some pictures of this big paper, and I'm happy with the what we got. So the pictures of this big paper are going to serve as like the back plates in the end credits of Pet Turtles. And what I've been doing all month, and what I've been doing for a couple months now, is drawing end credit portraits. And so these are all illustrations done by me of the all the characters in the movie. I'm just about done with these. I've got three more. So I did those illustrations, and I also did some like titles and opening credits and closing credits and things like that. As per usual with Pet Turtle stuff, we're a little behind where I'd like to be, and that is because the local movie theater has been showing David Lynch things every weekend. And this most recent weekend was Firewalk with Me, Twin Peaks Firewalk with Me, and Wild at Heart. Those movies are important to me. This time of year is important to me, as I said in the last vlog. And David Lynch was important to me, and so I got tickets to see Firewalk with Me and Wild at Heart, one on Friday and one on Saturday. And Firewalk with Me is very difficult to watch. It's a gratuitous film. It's a doozy, especially if you love Laura Palmer. So the whole movie is kind of a bummer and not super fun, but it's incredible. That dissolve, that fade to black when Chester Desmond picks up the ring is really spooky. But there's a little sequence at the beginning of the movie that takes place following what happened to Teresa Banks. And there's a gross autopsy scene, and despite having seen this movie multiple times. The autopsy scene just like really grossed me out. And I think that, combined with some bad food I had eaten earlier in the day before, made me super sick. Nearly passed out in the movie theater. I was able to get up from my seat into the bathroom before I did vomit, but I was wearing a white Twin Peaks shirt and I like completely sweated through it, and it was a bad time. That got us a little bit behind where I'd like to be, but still, we're in the home stretch as far as illustrations go. I think 2 or 3 more, so yippee skippy. The next phase of this will be taking all these illustrations that I've shown you, doing the cross, like putting them together, and then putting them in time where they need to be in this movie, just cutting them into the movie. And then I think we'll all be in place for just like this one last scrub through of the audio mix on the thing before we hand it off for the final round of post-production sound on the thing, which is why, like, $200 at a toy show, like, will end up going a long way. And then after that is the end credits. Once everything is done, I'm going to put the final, like, end credits on this. The thing I've been talking about earlier with, like, the illustrations, it's just like an animation, end credit animation, before we get to the end credits final. What is usually the white text on the black screen. By the time the post-production, that final round of post-production stuff is finished, we're home. And so then I'll have all the information I need to finally put together, like, the end credits and credits. And I've been saving that for last. I want to be the person that puts the last piece of the puzzle, that completes the puzzle, into the puzzle. Pet Turtles is my magnetic north right now, and it's the time of the season for loving. I don't have anything else to say other than please treat each other with kindness, and support live music.